Good evening and welcome to the best evening talk show in the capital. I'm excited to be back every week, and the show is The Dish. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah, your host. We are coming to you straight from Oleander Street, East Legon, Accra, and this is the MX24 studios. I'm super excited to be back again because, the conversations are buzzing already. It's been exciting debates ongoing over here. We're engaging in discussions and empowering insights on women's issues that bother on women and global development, because what is a world without a woman, guys? Join us as we continue to amplify women's voices, challenge the status quo, and spark meaningful change with progressive women. Underline that, progressive women. I want to say a big thank you to DecoZone for coming on board. This beautiful set is brought to you by DecoZone, and they're part of this beautiful family. They make it happen over here. I want to say a big thank you to Flora Tissues, Betway, Cowbell, Tango Washing Powder, Telecel, Club Shandy, and LPG Ghana, guys. Hey guys, let's talk about something we all want, something we all aspire to have in our lives. That's success. Everybody wants it. Everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie, when work gets tough, and I bet it will have to loud the Charlie, because Charlie, the way that things are going nowadays, they're shaking people. People are asking me, have you noticed that this year nobody has Apollo, because they're shaking people that have seen this year. It's not small, but I bet it will definitely get difficult. But you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days where you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be there by your side every single moment. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste, an amazing taste and aroma that will kickstart your day. So whether you are working or just creating amazing memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every single moment. So no matter where you are at as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every single moment. Yes. Now let me remind you that this is a very interactive show. So we're doing this with you. Tell us what you want to tell us. Tell us what you think about the things we've discussed, the topics we've discussed here on the show. And to do that, just go onto our social media platforms. It's MX24GH on all social media platforms. The hashtag is The Dish on MX. The Dish on MX, guys. Let's do this together. Now let's get into the conversation for today. It's exciting to know that the part of this conversation that matters the most, and I'm saying matters the most carefully, is the other gender on the conversation board. Okay? And my guests are already, excited about the conversation. Today's topic is navigating modern relationship. Yeah. Relationship, romance, expectations, and more. And now you see why I say that the gender that matters in this conversation is represented in this room. So guys, get ready for it. So in today's interconnected world where relationships have become increasingly complex and multifaceted, from romantic partnerships, friendships to professional network, modern relationships are shaped by evolving societal norms and technological advancements and shifting personal expectations. As we navigate these dynamic connections, effective communication, boundary setting, and emotional intelligence are crucial for fostering healthy, fulfilling relationships. Now, this exploration will delve into the intricacies and modern relationships, examining the aspect of technology and the impact of technology and importance of communication and strategies for cultivating meaningful connections in our personal and professional lives. Now, joining me for the conversation. So you see, it's a very big conversation. Not only, so I've always told people that what is happening in your personal life can have a huge impact on your professional, your social, and even the economy at large. I'm telling you, because if you are not productive, the country is losing from what you could have potentially impacted on the society. So please, this conversation is as important as the GDP of this country, the state of the nation, and everything that is important. Joining me for the conversation, I have Rodalyn Nanekia Osei Ajiman. Let me add the last one, Prempe. She's a businesswoman, yes, and she's joining me for the conversation. She's also an incoming lawyer. Let's move on. We also have Nanekia Adepa, podcaster. Yes, the people who are running the economy of the world. podcaster and content creator. Yes, I'm telling you, they run the economy of this world. Businesswomen, and now you have to employ these people to make it happen. Ladies, how are you doing?
I'm good.
It's good to have you in the studio.
Yes, it is.
So we usually, and I always say this, I think people are just tired of this already. I always say that the conversations that happen before the camera comes on are probably the best.
Yeah.
We should actually put them on. I'm advocating for that. But yeah, we're talking about the fact that in this room right now is represented by Ekias and Kwa.
Yeah.
From me to the guests, we are all Ekia.
Yes.
And we're the best day of the week.
Yes.
I know. You can argue with yourself.
Thank you.
But the other things is that we have high energy.
Yeah.
And so you can see it represented in the hairstyle,
Sure.
the clothing. Guys, today's conversation is going to be lit. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so happy to have you, ladies. We're talking relationships, and when I was introducing the conversation, I said that the gender that matters the most.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that carefully. That the gender that matters the most is represented in the studio. So we're going to touch on that because we want to, at the end of the day, find solutions to how we can navigate ourselves through this modern type of relationship. So for you, I'm going to start with you, Nanekia. So I'll call you Adepa, and I'll call you Nanekia. Because today I am critical. Or I'll call you, what do you want me to address you as?
It's fine.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So for you, what defines a very healthy relationship in today's society? What defines a healthy relationship for you?
Healthy relationships right now, it's a whole conversation that people need to actually pay attention to. That's because we find ourselves in a system where on social media, there's a lot of toxic talks when it comes to conversations on relationships. And a lot of the times, we are being bashed, we women are being bashed for certain things we want, certain things we're looking forward to.
Boundaries that we're setting.
We're setting. And that itself has become a problem.
Yes.
Meanwhile, they don't know that all these things are also part of growing a healthy relationship. So I would believe that open communication is one of those things that can foster a good, healthy relationship.
Wonderful.
Mindfulness and open-minded people can foster healthy relationships. Being able to share what you feel without fearing to be judged or misunderstood. One of the things that can foster a good relationships. Being able to say that, babe, this thing, I want it to, without them saying you're a good digger. I mean, it's right. It's a whole like big conversation.
Yeah.
I also feel like you as a woman, you should also be able to. I'm so keen on this bit because I tend to get personal about it because I am a woman and a lot of the times we keep getting insulted and they don't even make it one person. One person will go and do something, then they will generalize it. So for me, it's a personal conversation where one girl will be dealing with her man in a certain way, then all women are either, excuse me to say, foolish. All women do not know what they want. All women are materialistic. All women are this or that. But I believe that even with healthy relationships, individually, how you want it to go, you make it that way. Just that make good decisions in the process. Even though bad decisions happen, bad things happen, but make sure that the decisions you're making would be able to grow the relationships. So anything that grows a relationship is a way to grow a healthy relationship.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think she's just taking, like, as she zoomed us into the conversation. Nanika, I should have asked you this before we started. And I'm sorry if you're not comfortable talking about it. I'm okay. I'm good. You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
The fact that you've been in different level of relationships, you were dating, you were married. Do you want us to get in there?
Sure.
Okay, great. You were dating and you were married and you're out of it. When you start talking about a healthy relationship and when you're looking at getting into a healthy relationship, what would it look to you like?
Okay, so the word relationship itself is such
A huge thing.
is a huge thing. Yes. It has two different words: relation and then ship.
Okay,
Yes.
break it down.
Yes, they mean.
When you meet lawyers in the room, you understand. Please break it down.
So I would say that a relationship is actually a connection between two or more people. And then a ship is a big boat on the sea conveying goods or people to a destination. Okay, so if you put the two together, you have a connection between two people. Okay.
Oh, that's so good.
It's a connection between two people.
Yeah.
Okay, heading towards a direction. Their life heading towards a direction or a destination. So it's broad. You should know that your connection with somebody would either make you or unmake you.
Yep.
Where is this relationship heading to? Where is this directing you
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
to? What do you believe in?
Yeah.
We go into relationship for the wrong reasons. I always say people go into relationship because, oh, I met this girl, she's curvy, she's beautiful, she speaks well, she has confidence, she has a good job, and so I want her.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy is fine, he has muscles, he has money,
Six
he drives
bags.
a car, and so I want him. You should know that me being here is just a container, but what is the content?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You look out for the content
Absolutely.
and not the container.
Right.
But I believe that most women make the mistake of looking at the container and not the content.
The content. So for you, a healthy relationship should look like looking beyond what the physical.
Beyond the physical.
Yeah.
The physical is influencing the other decisions. So you people are saying that we shouldn't look at it.
So yeah, you can look at the physical. Definitely, when you meet someone, there should
Yeah.
be an attraction.
Yeah.
But you go beyond the attraction
Right.
and you look at what is coming from within.
Yeah.
Who is this person? What is this personality like? Substance. But we sometimes we see the red flags,
And we ignore them.
and regardless of the red flags, he's fine.
There's something must give. So that's an English word I heard recently, and I was like, even in relationships, something must give. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
It
something
needs to
must give.
yeah.
If he's
If
fine.
it's giving wretched, why am I there?
Why am I there?
It's if it's
But
giving
it goes
wretched.
beyond wretchedness because these are things you can fix.
yeah,
He's wretched, you can fix that.
Yeah.
If you like him,
yeah.
he could be wretched and yet with a good content.
I mean, when I say wretched, I'm talking about character.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
talking about
right.
material.
Right.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about character.
Right.
Yo, bro.
Right.
I mean, sometimes the
Right.
written character, when they love you, they will fix it for you.
Yeah.
Do you
okay.
understand?
The problem is you can't fix a man.
No, you can't.
You can't.
That I agree.
There are things you can't fix, true. But there are things you can also
Sweetie,
fix.
you can. I believe that when it comes to fixing of things, it's a personal decision.
Okay.
You need to decide for yourself that, okay, I want this girl, I want this guy, and I want to make it work.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I want to fix these things that he or she
Might
doesn't
not like
like.
about me.
It's a decision.
We'll get to the part where adjusting and letting go of things make a healthy relationship. But let me get to you. This is a space that you're big in, and so I'm glad that you actually brought it up. How do you think technology has impacted the way and form the relationships show up now, and how we are able to maintain relationships in this era?
Okay, so I'm a young girl, but this is what my mom told me. She said when we were young, when a man likes you, they go to your parents directly, or sometimes they even start throwing stones at your window just to have access
The whole
to
family
you.
will hear that. There's a
Exactly.
guy.
But now, where we are now, no, you can just pick a phone and just text somebody. Technology has been able to help people connect easily. That's the reason why we have dating apps now. Reasons why you go on TikTok and people are connecting there. So I believe there are positives and the negatives to what technology has done for relationships. Now, beyond the good things, there's also that bits where somebody sees something that someone's boyfriend has done for them on social media. And if my man is not doing it for me, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I believe that because of the fact that people have definitely always showed the perfect bits of what a relationship is supposed to look like. When a young girl or a young guy enters into a relationship and there's small, teeny, tiny problems that can be resolved, we start running away.
Yeah. Yeah.
We run a lot. I'm not even going to take myself out of it.
Yeah.
That's because there's been circumstances where I knew that this is something that we could literally talk about. But because of the fact that I saw this, so this red flag I can't. Like this is something that I saw someone post that is a red flag.
Yeah.
I need to run away from it.
Right.
Do you think it's opened our eyes a bit more to the realities of what our parents dealt with but didn't have the platform to speak on? Or it's really just giving, these things are minute to breaking relationships?
Both. I think it has, and it has also giving us that, as I said before, the impatience.
Yeah.
In as much as our eyes are open now, that we know that red flags are red flags,
Yeah.
and we learnt all these things through social media,
Yeah.
or some of these things through social media.
Yeah.
There's also the bits where our parents or the older ones, they were patient.
They were.
Nobody is saying tolerates,
No,
unnecessary
yeah,
things,
yeah.
but they were patient about certain things.
Yeah.
Now we're not.
You're not. Because we see that there are so many options out there, and I think that's a problem. That's the biggest
But
problem.
Abonte is not as sweet as we make it look like.
What she has here. And she is the best person to tell us about Abonte.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she has been in a relationship. You were, how long were you married for?
So I was married for 7 years.
7 years.
Wow.
And so 7 years, okay, let me back, but let me show so I nobody know. So before you got married for 7
Right.
years, were there
Right.
things that were showing up that made you feel like, this person, I cannot be with them, but, let me just adjust. Did you ever get to that point, or it was all rosy and nice?
Well, okay, so I wouldn't say it was all rosy and nice. Interestingly, I didn't date my husband for that long. Yes, it was such a very short relationship because we were in love. I mean, we were all crazy about each other. So within 6 months,
Wow.
But you
In the space of
know,
6
you know,
months.
low key me. That's what I want. Like I want to
But
do
it's not
that.
a bad thing.
Yes,
If you jam the right person, like,
Charlie,
you are
you
gone.
jam everyone.
How do you know that? Yeah, that's true.
how do you know that? And
Exactly.
if I'm asked to take the same decision today, I'm not sure I'm going to do that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because as I said, I was looking at the container and not the content.
Oh, that container was fine though. I mean,
was- it was
really good.
fine.
Some good container.
Yeah.
Now I wish I knew the
No hard feelings. That's my brother. So yeah,
So,
it's a good container.
I wouldn't say that I made the wrong choice.
No, yeah.
I would say that we were two different people. And we looked out for two different things.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm glad that you brought that up.
Yes.
Because I was watching, when the topic was brought to me, I was looking up some, relationship aspects that speak on relationship, and one of the speakers was talking about how it has become a thing that two different people with two different agendas in life, focus, ideas, how they want their life to show up. They have their ideas like two different people, and they keep pursuing those individual goals without setting a goal for the relationship.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we are living in a world where people are creating all these beautiful ideas about their lives, but forgetting that the two shall become one means that there has to even be a goal for that relationship. Now, how do we go past all the noise that we see on social media? Because we need to somehow come back to what it is supposed to be when it comes to relationships.
So,
What I think we need, right, is a reality check. Social media day, yeah, let's enjoy it.
Yeah.
But we need reality check. Because after relationship, marriage, it's a long journey. Endless. Till death.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be. But recently, 1 year, as it has spy.
The following day, cry.
We need reality check. And until we get that, it is going to be like that. And individually, I keep saying this, do not allow social media to push you. You can see all the, glossy things, and nobody is saying the glossy things are bad.
Yeah.
Hey, enjoyment is good.
It's good.
But please, be realistic.
Yeah.
You know Ato Mensah is not the one, but Ato Mensah is spending.
Yeah. That bit.
Yeah. So I read stories on social media, and I recently chanced on a story where a young girl who is just 19 years from the northern region moved from Accra with the family back home because of family issues, and everything is bad. Finances are bad from her parents' side. Even secondary school, it took God to get there. Now she's done trying to hustle to go to the uni. She meets someone, and when she went to SS, frankly, she said she met her boyfriend or the love of her life there. You know, all these SHS things. And now she's home. She's gotten someone who wants to marry her. Now, she allowed the guy to come and pay the bride price, knowing she doesn't know this guy much. But she wants to go to school.
Yeah.
Now, the way here is, let me marry you. I'll take you to school.
I don't see a slippery slope.
Whether
tell me the end of this
or
story.
bad, whether good or bad, nobody knows. Now she's in a dilemma. She wants to know whether to go back to the SHS guy because, first of all, she has gone to break up with the SHS guy because of this guy.
Yeah.
And she has allowed this guy to break her virginity because the guy has paid the bride price. Now wedding is approaching. Madam is having issues deciding whether to go into the marriage or not and wants answers.
You know, I think that I've also heard this quite a lot, and it has become the new narrative for marriages, which is marry for purpose, don't marry for love, don't marry for the butterflies, don't marry for the romance, marry for purpose. Is that also shifting the narrative of marriage now? Is it making marriage look like a contract? Because for me, it's
Arrangement.
Okay, so when they say you shouldn't marry for love, what is love?
So yes, away.
Yes, what's love?
Yeah.
Because I believe that what you feel, the feeling you have is not love. It's lust.
Okay.
So then how do you identify what love
The
is?
love actually comes to play when you take the decision to marry. Because then you're faced with real life issues. The reality hurts you. So you're deciding to work it out. You're deciding to tolerate certain things. You see the bad side, you see the good side. You see the ugly. And then you decide that, I'm still going to work it out. That is
love.
love.
I think I want to agree with her.
I'm
Yeah,
there.
because I saw you looking. So for you, what would love look like in a relationship for you? Because I think love is sacrifice.
Yes, it is.
I think for me, if you choose someone amongst all the millions in this world, and the intentions are clean, it's not like when Papa was crying to Mommy, but the intentions are that I see the flaws. They are ugly, but to me, for now. It's okay. I can manage. I can deal with this one. I can manage this. I will help with this. I know how we can get out of this.
Yeah.
That is love for me. But in your opinion, what does that look like?
I mean, I agree with let's say 70, 80 bits of whatever she has said.
Yeah.
But then I also believe that if you keep in mind that, well, the fact that I'm able to tolerate all these excesses of this person, it means I love the person. You will consistently sit down to be treated bad.
Thank you.
Right? You see, we all
point.
pointed to you. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Because we are also taking out the fact that God could give us a blessing without the battle. And so if you can have it all, why settle?
Yeah.
I always say that prior to we deciding to marry, there are lots of things you need to talk about, but we don't. We don't talk about the important things.
Yeah.
Because I'm in love with him. That feeling, you think,
that thing doesn't make you have sense. So that's the first thing.
And
You don't usually have sense when you're there.
the sex is good.
Yeah.
He gives me money. He buys me
takes
gifts.
care of me.
And so you don't ask important questions.
Yeah. What's your anger level like?
You don't even expect somebody to tell you their anger level.
Yeah, you don't. But you
Press
need to
the button.
watch. Yeah.
Ooh.
To see what you need to.
Woo.
But
You
don't
need
also
to-
overdo it.
Don't overdo it. Because, he or she's human.
Yeah.
You
could
talk
go
about
overboard.
finances.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's important. That for me is important.
But you see, the unfortunate bits of it right now is that if you come up with the conversations of finances, it becomes a problem now.
Why?
Okay, so for me, and I'm gonna jump right into it.
Yeah.
Right.
That is total immaturity.
Thank you.
And I cannot marry someone like that.
Thank you.
Let's be able to talk about our
about it.
financial situations.
Exactly.
One, like I earn this amount of money now. Now this is what I project my financial status to be like
In the next,
couple of.
Thank you.
Now, if my husband is not able to, because listen, let's be realistic. In the home, the men are doing the most payment, and quite honestly, it is supposed to. Right? No.
yes.
Okay.
They're supposed to, because
Okay.
like again, for you, your masculinity needs to be preserved.
It needs to be
so
preserved,
your children need to know that it is coming from daddy.
Daddy.
Daddy needs to also protect his ego by being the one providing. Yeah. I don't have any sort of problem with women coming and say that, listen, I'll take care of baby girl, you take care of baby boy. I don't have a problem with that. I'm excited about supportive partnership, right? I'm excited about that. But for your own sanity as a man, you need to have a certain level of money. If I am discussing this with you and you find it as a problem, we don't have to go
We don't
further.
have a relationship in the first
I mean,
place.
I don't know why we are pretending as if money is not a conversation
It
that
is
needs to
a
be had.
conversation that needs to be had.
If today I tell you that oh, I love you. I want to be with you. Excuse me, I cannot take that love to Accra Mall or to the market to say, Kwame Mansa loves me. Give me king.
Give me king.
Stop pretend.
Now, you see, the conversation is quite big. For every individual, there are things that you want, that you see contributing to a healthy relationship for you. Well, we've actually dived into the conversation already, and it's getting really heated right here in the studios. My guests, the Equias, are doing your thing. I love it. Now, I hope you are learning. We're going for a quick commercial break. When we return, the conversations continue right here on The Dish, right here on MXN4. We'll be right back.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner.
Feel good. Feel good.
Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a watches cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you.
When the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach.
Why Fatika want to be dribble? The coach must go.
The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As we wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe.
Have you acted? Mami Gobe nubi. The kokono. One city. One ugarino. Me that said have you na.
These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lele rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lele rice, ye nimno free tete. This advert is FDA approved.
Still in full. This is your bosom many
Yeah, brand new phone. I meet me in an and I communicate. Bluetooth, infrared, fridge, dining table,
cooler.
You're putting lunch.
Bibianship, what a pedal account. Why? Pelande or easily go my.
Making money shouldn't be this hard. Just reload and win cash in the Telecel More Money promo. Win daily and weekly when you reload your mobile and broadband bundles. You can win up to 30,000 Ghana cedis weekly or the 1 million Ghana cedi grand prize. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning in Telecel More Money promo.
Dial *500# or opt in on the Telecel Play app for free.
Telecel, connecting energies. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Fire clothes, now wash your feelings and then may I pride. Tango prime, wash by my creamy, you're nice. Maybe I need, maybe I fine. Be spotless and be bright. Cast fire fabrics and it's gentle on your hands. Tango prime, wash by my creamy, you're nice. Maybe I need, maybe I fine. Be spotless and be bright.
Pando. Daddy, I feel I'm in
Della Papa, you can't survive a day without me.
I mean, you send me back to me, but for
oh, don't worry, it is on fire. Della, what's the problem? I've run out of gas, and today I don't have money. I have only 40 cedis on me.
Oh, ma, who said you need a lot of money to buy gas? You can refill any amount per your pocket. Even sell 20 cedis.
Are you sure?
Ma, it's true.
Okay, hurry up. Go and fill 40 cedis for me right now.
Oh, ma, take the cylinder and go to the junction and refill it.
My friend, go and fill it before the network in my okra cut.
Oh, yes. Protect indigenous Ghanaian businesses, save over 10,000 local Ghanaian jobs, and salvage more than $400 million local investments by refilling your gas cylinders at your nearest gas station nationwide. LPG Refilling, your affordable, pocket-friendly, and transparent choice.
Daddy.
How do I look? You look so gorgeous, Auntie. Thank you. I hope my date feels the same.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles, you were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Now you're welcome back to the dish right here on MX24. If you're just joining in, you made the right choice. Like, we're learning here, okay? We're growing together here. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. We're getting into the conversation again. I want to say a big thank you to DecoZone, Cowbell Coffee, and to all amazing guests right here on the show. Ladies, I'm already enjoying the conversation. Clap Shadi saying that refresh yourself with it. Charlie, the shiggy is shiggy everybody. So sometimes you need to calm the nerves. Clap Shadi is there for you. LPG says, listen, we've gone past the charcoal. We've gone past all the things that, because now it's health-wise, charcoal is not even good for you to use, right? And we're trying to live in a very healthy society. So grab your LPG cylinder today and thank me later. It's very affordable. You can buy it in any quantity that you want. Okay, now let's get into it, ladies. Now, when it comes to one of the things that drives society is friendship. Before you even become husband and wife, I mean, I recommend friendship first. Get to know each other, be friends, hate each other sometimes, hate each other and say that I'm not going to call you today. To hell with you, I'll block you and unblock you. Build a certain level of vulnerability around yourself so that when even the romance has disappeared, you're able to come back to what you had originally. We've seen people who have divorced and they're still good parents. Yeah, because there was a solid foundation. Do you think in this my generation we're building anything like that? I'm going to start with you, Ikea.
I don't think we are. As I mentioned earlier, I did say that people go into relationship for wrong reasons. We tend to date, probably, as I mentioned earlier, let me come to the women, especially.
Yeah.
Sometimes we assume that, okay, this guy, I'm dating him because he needs to be a cash point.
A provider.
A provider. We need to, honestly, we need to outgrow that.
Yeah.
We should be empowered. I believe that when you're so empowered, it gives you the power to make the right decision.
Yep. Oh my God, I'm glad we all agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You stop dating nonsense.
Yeah,
exactly.
You stop taking
nonsense. You don't settle for just anything.
Exactly. Because you see that much. Oh, girl, continue.
So, we feel that, okay, so that is what we're looking out for. Oh, this guy can provide. This guy, he can give me money. He can buy me a good car. And so I'm going to be with him. This guy is so disrespectful. This guy does not really, he's not emotionally mature.
Yeah.
He's a nag. He doesn't want to have a good conversation. But we overlook all of these things and then look at the cash point. He's not giving me money, or he gives me money. I'm going to be with him because he gives me money. I'm not going to be with him because he doesn't give me money. Excuse me, these guys are not our ATMs.
We can do better.
We can do better.
We can do better.
And we shouldn't marry because he's a good provider. Miriam, you can provide for yourself and still have a good man at home. It's a teamwork. That is what we refuse, because that is what we've been taught. But we should know that our parents' generation is different from ours.
And by the way, those women had money.
Hey,
they just had men who protected their ego, and they are the ones who provide.
The point is, our mothers did a lot, but your mother would protect your father
by saying your dad did
says.
Yeah, the emotional maturity was there before.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now we've had we've given a fancy name to it, but that thing, our mothers.
Dad bought you dresses.
Yes.
Dad paid your fees. But believe you me, it would have been money doing that. So they were doing it, but they were protecting our fathers.
And that's what we are lacking now.
And that is what we are lacking now.
Yeah.
And so it is necessary to talk about the finances. Honey, this is how much I'm earning. Be transparent. This is how much he's also earning. What are our goals when it comes to paying of bills, school fees? Believe you me, kids will come in. That is when reality sets in. How are we going to go about all these things? Are we going to have a joint account? Are we going to have separate accounts? Sincerity, you need to speak about all these things. But we don't. And then we're going to the marriage and you think the man should provide everything. Honestly, he's going to...
check. He can afford that one day.
It causes depression. It causes stress. The men are equally going through a lot. Believe you me.
Yeah.
So we want to look all good, we want to look all beautiful, and we want to keep our monies.
Yeah.
How much is he earning? It's a teamwork. We can do better.
What does it look like today? In this show, we are talking for the men.
We are being honest. So
reality check.
But even as much as I have my money and I want to provide for myself, I still want to be pampered.
Yeah.
True.
I still want to be pampered.
Yeah.
True. I want to feel there's a male figure in my life.
Yes.
I have a protection. Yes. I have someone to fall on. Yes. That doesn't mean that you lay your guard down and you leave everything to him. He would abuse you one day.
True.
He would abuse you one day.
So you're in it all, we're saying that tread cautiously, and it feels like a lot of work. Why can't I just fall in love and just stay falling? Why can't I just
if it was that easy, I'm pretty sure that. So I believe one thing that we don't know, or we are refusing to understand, is that friendships, relationships, marriages, you need to work to be able to get what you want.
Thank you.
If you don't put in the work, it's like garbage in.
Garbage out.
Yeah. What you put in, what you receive. But in some cases, you can put.
And it won't put. The put will not put.
But then, at the end of the day, you need to be able to understand that, I need to know this person well. I believe in friendships before anything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I believe in knowing people because they shaggy.
The life has shagged you.
I feel like sometimes even as friends, you don't get to know the person well.
Very true.
Even as friends, the person probably will hide. Just like they say that people hide their real character until marriage.
But at least you're able to...
Truthfully, they don't hide.
You just refuse to
We see the red flags and we overlook them. Truthfully.
There's that bit.
All.
Yeah, not all. There's that bit. And also, I think that on a larger scale, there's also when you're in those stages, you have the patience, you have the ability to adapt into certain areas. Also, knowing yourself and what you want also comes to play largely.
Major role.
Largely on what you accommodate.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, we were reading a story the other day on the news, and one of the Nigerian actors was saying that, listen, she got married, she's 52 now. She got married and lost the husband died. And she's not ready for marriage again. And they asked her why.
Is it a
Akintola?
Akintola.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's stunned about it. Like, I know the man I married. The man lifted the standard. Nothing will make me marry the kind of nonsense people are showing me here. So it's either I get more than what I had before, or exactly what I had before, or forget it. I'm no societal pressures are going to. When it comes to the issue of friendship. From friendship to business, because I wanted to broaden the conversation a little bit, to business associates, so even colleagues. When we introduce the conversation of boundaries, now it looks like, don't come here, I built this wall, rather than, I would have appreciated it if you came this way. So if you're going to show up this way disrespectful, I'm going to leave the scene whilst you display your disrespectfulness, and you're not going to have access to this. What role in our relationships, relationships in general, what role do boundaries play, and why should we erect boundaries that we need, healthy boundaries that we need in our relationships?
There's one thing that I always tell myself that helps me personally with boundaries. Do not get overly familiar. Respect. I met you today. I've said hello to you. I'm nice with you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll come and say hello. It doesn't mean you're my friend.
No.
People don't get that. Let's say you are mutual friends. You're my friend.
Right.
You introduce her to me.
Right.
She's not my friend.
Definitely.
But people don't get that. Your boyfriend's boys are not your friends.
Yeah.
You will give me larger microphones. Let us go loud it to the nations.
Your girlfriend's friends
are not your friends.
Are not your friends. You can even acquaintances, tops. But we don't know that. And so we are not able to bridge the gap between when to say something and when to keep quiet. And until you get to know that, you will never be able to build boundaries or anything with anybody. It won't. Yeah, that's what I think about it.
Yeah. My silence is as a result of the punches you have just thrown into this conversation of boundaries. We don't understand. We don't understand it.
I agree with Adepa, like 100%.
100%.
Yes. Your boyfriend's friends aren't your friends.
Yeah.
And my girlfriends aren't your friends.
Aren't your friends. When it comes to building boundaries, and I was trying to make a point earlier, when it comes to building boundaries, we again misinterpret the conversation of boundaries. We are building walls instead of boundaries. So much so that we are losing the essence of building boundaries. I was saying the other day on the morning show that people trying to build these walls of disrespect, arrogance, don't come here, don't come there, just because they think that it will make other people respect them.
No, it doesn't.
But that is the level of disrespect people are. That is how we are creating a very toxic environment for everybody. So when people have issues, they're not able to open up because it's. And with the people that are exhibiting those things, they have unresolved problems. And I always say
they are projecting.
And they're projecting. When it comes to boundaries, can we design a boundary for this generation that when it comes to relationships, erect these kind of boundaries? If you don't understand the concept of boundary,
I feel we differ. What might work for her would not work for me.
It can't be generalized.
It can't be generalized. So you look at what works best for you and your partner. It needs to be communicated. You see, this communication thing, it's costing us a lot. We tend not to take it serious. We tend to trivialize it, but it's breaking a lot of homes. It's breaking a lot of relationships that could have thrived well.
I will touch on this from a very long angle. We don't understand the fact that we come from different backgrounds. And you may know how to communicate. You wouldn't.
And it's
both of you are probably friends. Now, it is your responsibility to either teach if you want to keep the friendship.
Right.
if you want it, you can teach the person. If the person decides not to learn,
right,
you can decide that this energy is not for me.
I need to walk away.
Now you're not going to do gangster and you're a bad friend. No,
you're two
you can
different people altogether. Yes,
exit.
Right, exit.
Exit.
The word.
No drama.
No drama. No, no.
There's no point.
Your mental health is very important.
So I'll use myself as an example. I had a best friend and something happened, and when we were communicating, it felt like I was doing plenty talking without her understanding. And then I decided to do a breakdown on what I was telling her. And then at the end of the conversation, she made a statement that I don't owe you any loyalty.
Wow.
I asked her again, are you sure?
Friendship without loyalty?
Are you sure? Because this is somebody that I have protected. So I'm like, are you sure? She said yes. Okay. I hanged up. I blocked her. Today. 2 weeks ago, someone came to me and said, hey, this girl says she misses you. I said, that's her business.
Yeah. You move on.
Go and
hug a transformer. Do what you want. I'm gone.
We're good. And there's no drama.
There's no drama.
Yeah.
That is
no
the
point.
boundary I set for a reason. I can't trust you.
Yeah. Another big conversation that has sufficed, and I'm pretty sure because you're on social media, you've seen this quite a lot. Emotional intelligence, and I've always said that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are already tired about how I explain emotional intelligence. But I have seen people talk about emotional intelligence and show up differently. And so when it comes to what role emotional intelligence plays in building a strong and healthy relationship, what would you say it does? It is, sorry.
The conversation around emotional intelligence, everybody seems to think they are emotionally intelligent. Until something happens. And then now you don't know where to carry that emotion.
Break the emotional intelligence down for my viewers today. What is emotional intelligence?
I won't say I know all, but I would definitely say that for someone to be emotionally intelligent, you know how to handle situations. You know how to handle your emotions when it comes to situations.
Absolutely.
When someone comes to you with a situation, don't happen. Physically, you're trying to show people that your brain is not set well. So probably let's reset it for you. Yes, be able to handle your emotions. That's one thing that I believe
emotional intelligence can mean.
Yeah, helps you understand that, myself, I guess I'm small emotional intelligence in my system. And then I also think the people you hang around with can. Yes. It can determine whether you are intelligent in all angles of life, emotionally, physically, in terms of knowledge.
So you're able to choose.
You need to be able to pick and choose the people. Growing up, I always like going close to people that are older than me.
Yeah.
Why? I'm not saying all old people have, but I believe that even if the person is not
all grey hairs come with wisdom.
Exactly. So. But even if the person is not, wise, they've gone through certain things in life. They navigated it a certain way. It didn't help them. So maybe I also use this path.
Right.
And all those things contribute to intelligence in terms of emotions. See, it all boils down to how you handle things.
Emotional intelligence is basically how you react to things. Some people are reactive. Some people are, they think about things before it even happens. So there's a thing in PR that we're taught in class that like, listen, if a good PR sees a problem 10 years ahead and fixes it before it shows up.
It shows up.
Yeah, that's a good PR. PR said that, listen, products that you're producing, in the next 5 years, it might not be a good thing. So let's not produce this one for the company yet. That is someone who knows. And so emotional intelligence predisposes you to the casualties that could happen.
Yes.
And so you're prepared for it coming and you react positively. Your pusher is.
So I've come to believe that emotional intelligence is not born with. It's not like
you have to learn.
You learn, and it's a process. You get better as each day passes. You have to make a conscious effort
to learn.
Because you will be faced with diverse challenges.
It is the way she says it. You can see that this is our who shaggy.
She has been through it.
And
I'm still also going through it.
On the topic of seeing shaggy, how do you think past relationships or past relationship put that restrains people from showing up a certain way in future relations? Yes.
I whether you like it or not, it would have an influence.
Yes.
But you need to speak to yourself. Know yourself. Know what you want. I wouldn't say that because I married a man and probably it didn't work out and we had issues. He did things I didn't like. I'm not perfect. I'm sure I also did things he didn't like.
Yeah.
So I meet another man and I'm like, this guy did A, B, C, then for that reason I'm going to treat him this manner. I think I'm not being matured enough because obviously he's different from him.
Yeah. But do you agree that when it comes to that, a lot of people, it's like you always say, we're all different.
Yeah.
So based on my past relationships, there's a certain way my expectations are shaped.
Right.
For you, do you think that our expectations in relationships based on our past relationships are a bit altered?
They are. They are. Honestly, I when we were talking earlier, I did say that if I were to make certain decisions like I did previously, now I wouldn't. If I should meet a man today, there were things I didn't look out for.
Yeah.
You look now.
But I'll look now. Like I'm watching with my eyes, ears, every part open.
When life has shown you shaggy.
Life has shown me shaggy. I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
I need to take the blame. I don't need to blame him.
Yeah.
Because I feel that if I had also done things differently, it might have turned out differently. So I learned from my mistakes, and then if I happen to meet someone else and I really want him, I should want you. I should really want you. It should be something that I want. You should be worth it, because I feel that I'm working on myself to be a better person, and so I wouldn't want to invest in a wrong relationship or in a rest man. No.
After all the hard work you're going to be putting in yourself now, then you meet someone who come and drain it out.
Hell
You don't need that.
I'd better be single then and enjoy me. Yes.
People.
And enjoy me. So I'm working so hard on myself. I'm trying to correct mistakes I made in the past. I'm trying to be a better person. And so I wouldn't want to put all of these things together and then invest in the wrong container. I'm very sorry. Yes.
Yesterday, my mom and I were talking, and she was telling me about how you do not pour new wine into old wine skin or something like that, because it makes the new wine skin, new wine sour or something. Like she was quoting from the Bible. She's a woman of God, so she likes to do that. And when she said it, I felt like, that's some word. And that's what you touched on. And so I think that whilst you work on yourself, it's important to choose like energy.
I believe in terms of dealing with your past in any form of relationship, people don't get over, they don't heal, that's the word. A lot of people don't heal before they move on.
Very true.
And if you don't heal, you end up at the same place. So I like to do my explanations with a lot of examples. Let's say someone ends a relationship, an abusive relationship, and the person doesn't heal. The person doesn't do anything to, leave the emotions, the hurt, the pain, the trauma.
You need to forgive.
That came
in fact.
with that relationship. When you move into a new relationship, and this person is a fine young person treating you all the types of rights, you will find that wrong.
That's very true. Very true. I agree.
Okay, ladies, they're saying if you find that perfect person, you might still find that wrong if you've not healed completely.
If you don't heal completely,
yes, because it's going to show up.
So let's learn to heal.
Let's learn to heal.
Let's learn to forgive. Actually,
I think that yes, I was about touching on that forgiveness.
Yes,
you need to forgive.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, but you need to make the conscious effort. Forgive your partner, your ex-partner, and forgive yourself. And then you heal. You heal. You add value to yourself. And then when you're emotionally ready for that sweet person out there, you go in for him or her. But if you don't heal, sometimes you're out of a relationship or a marriage and you feel, I'm lonely.
You jump from one place to the other.
I'm lonely. I wish there was someone around me. I wish there was someone petting me. So someone comes and just show you some little attention and you're just carried away. But believe you me, as she said, that relationship will sink. in no time.
And the people could be the greatest people in the world.
Yes.
Yes, but you are not.
You are the problem.
Right, you are the problem.
Yeah.
So you need to work on yourself first.
Whoa, people, there's a level of education that is going on in this studio. I just wish you're grabbing it. You know, when some men of God are preaching, you didn't catch that. I hope you're catching it, guys. Because I think for a healthy relationship to be built, there are lots of things that come to play.
Right.
And a lot of it has been said here. Now, finally, for both of you, how do you think self-reflection and personal growth can enhance relationship quality?
You see, it's directly from what we were saying, and then we are jumping into this. When you, let's say you move from one place, one relationship, or you're with somebody, you guys have issues you're resolving. It can be friendship, it could be, you know, job, it could be
just
love,
colleagues at
intimate,
work,
whatever it is. Learn to finish a conversation before you move, you know, into making decisions about things. And then when you make those decisions, make sure that those decisions align with whatever goal the relationship you have, you know, has set for itself. Now, beyond, what do you call it? The things that I've lost my train of thoughts, but a lot of things are trying to get to my head. Yes, but at the end of the day, make sure you're not a problem. That is what self-reflection is all about. Make sure you're not a problem. Make sure that you've been able to deal with maybe your childhood trauma. Because if you haven't, you will meet somebody that will treat you like the best.
And yes, you will
and
not
that will
appreciate.
destroy it. The trauma you are carrying around will destroy it. I'm not saying that it's easy to let go. Some of us we are still carrying our crosses around. But be open to heal. Understand that I have a problem and I need to solve it. And learn to be alone before you bring people into your life.
Learn to be able to live with yourself before you bring someone to come and live with you. That's my mother's words. Okay, your final words on this one. I would like you to wrap up with this.
I believe that we're too quick to point fingers. You know, when there are situations, we're just too quick. It was her fault. It was his fault without doing the self-reflection. So you put a situation there. What caused this? What led to this? How did I play a role in this? And you need to accept it. That yes, I faulted. And I need to rectify this problem. So without you analyzing the whole situation, you wouldn't get to the point of accepting that I wronged here. And I need to work on myself. And so we are always, because we don't want to be blamed for anything. So we are always pointing at fingers. He did that to me, and that was why I did that. He did that. It was never my fault. You remember when I started talking, I said I will not entirely say that living my marriage was his fault entirely, because I played a role. And I need to admit it that okay, Ikia, I mean, you went over here, you faulted here, you could have done better here. And so if I have to move with another man now, which I'm not ready,
let me just throw that one somewhere.
Just so you know, like just on the surface of the water.
I'm loving myself now. I'm enjoying me.
And it's showing.
Thank you, love. I'm enjoying me. I feel I lost myself in the process, and so I'm enjoying me. I just love the IKEA company. You did say something that you should love being alone before you bring in somebody.
Absolutely. I think that on the larger scale, we have punch holes in the problems that we have and how society has played a huge role in creating the kind of relationships that we're having today. I hope you've learned. I hope you've learned
a lot.
Well, and Miriam,
finally, my producers will kill me, but finally.
we are too quick to have sex.
Hey!
Yes, we lose our sense of reasoning the moment we have sex.
And it clouds your judgment.
It clouds it.
Because that's when all the feelings will start coming in.
So you don't look at the important things. You don't even talk about the important things, because there's been an intimacy. We should take our times and build a friendship and not be quick.
Love it. Yep. What a way to wrap up the conversation. How did that come? Where did that come from? Well, did you know that all the 41 LPG companies and 800 stations across the country are 100% built and operated by indigenous Ghanaians? When you refill your cylinder with us, you support the growth of indigenous businesses and create more jobs. But that's not the only reason for you to choose our LPG distribution systems. Also offers unbeatable value, allowing you to buy any amount of the product in whichever quantities you need, making it incredibly pocket-friendly. Worried about being cheated? With us, you can watch Feely as your cylinder gets filled. Plus, we have weighing scales at every station, so you can double-check the weight of the quantity filled. That is trust guaranteed. Switch to LPG for your car, especially if you drive a taxi. It's more environmentally friendly, helping to protect our precious ecosystem. Go green with LPG and make a difference. Remember, when the last tree dies, the last man dies. Refill your LPG cylinder at your nearest gas station and help save our forest and environment. Let's protect Ghana for this generation and the next. LPG Marketing Company Association of Ghana, your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy, and eco-friendly choice. Guys, this conversation has just been too good. I didn't want to stop. But you see, we only have 1 hour here with you. But ladies, thank you so much. And the way you ended the conversation, I always say that, you see, the sex will always cloud your judgment. Once that happens, I'm telling you, it doesn't become the same anymore. The sense to follow through gets a bit shaky. So for your own, and this is no Christian, no Jesus, nothing. This is for your own sanity. So you're able to make informed choices. Ladies, thank you so much. Thank you for making this sex amazing. How do we connect with you?
You can follow me on TikTok as the POV, on Instagram as the POV, same on YouTube and same on Snapchat.
Oh, love that. Madam,
and so you can
but she's not going to give us a personal, she's going to
I'm going to give you a business page. So on Instagram you can find me on Rodis Fabrics, and on TikTok Fabric Highness, and then on Facebook Nanekyo Sayajaman.
Okay. Yes. Now if you want great fabrics, you know, these nice fabrics, she sells them, so connect with her and thank me later. Okay, I've just given you a quick link on how to get your cool fabrics. A big thank you to DecoZone for setting this place beautifully for us. A big thank you to Cowbell Coffee as well, Betway Flora Tissue, Tango Washing Powder, Telecel, Club Shandy, and LPG Ghana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Let's see you again next week with another exciting and intriguing conversation right here on The Dish. My name is Miriam Udwak Mensah.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
great. Another soulmate. No offense, pal. You seem lovely. Let's show you around. Get you situated here. This is the bucket where our pee freezes. And, yeah, that's it.
What's your name, lass?
That's Holga. I'm Edgin. And you are?
I've been in a lot of cells. Never shared one with a female. Think I'm gonna like it.
Word of advice. Holga doesn't love to be disturbed while she's eating her potatoes. Kind of the highlight of her day.
Shut up, you.
Sure thing. Have at it.
Little shy. I'm not so bad once you get to know me. Don't be like that. We could be very happy together.
I think I'm gonna do this without fingers and make it a mitten. I'm not trying to impress. Not fortune found nor fate divine come close to choking the juice of the vine. Cherry crew, we sip and sway, let's tip the taker to waste the day.
Oi! Stop that singing!
You got it, Tobias. The Absolution Council's tomorrow.
Don't get your hopes up, Ed.
What are you talking about? Jonathan is on the council this time. He's an Aarakocra. If anyone's gonna freeze, it's him.
Not gonna happen.
Tell you, Holga, this is your last day chopping ice.
By authority of the Lord's Alliance, this Absolution Council will now come to order in the case of Edgin, Darvis, and Holga Kilgore. This is the second year of incarceration for the crimes of grand larceny and skullduggery. It is the task of this council to determine your eligibility for pardon. What say you?
Thank you, Chancellor Anderton. Esteemed members of the council. Before I begin, I noticed that Chancellor Jonathan is not present. Should we perhaps wait?
Chancellor Jonathan was delayed by the storm. You may begin.
I see. It's just that we were really counting on him to attend.
Begin or waive your statement.
Very well. I should start by giving you some context. You may be surprised to learn I wasn't always a thief.